Hi guys, I'm Michael, I'm the owner of DB Gaming, and this is where AMlan will be taking place. Obviously following is the FAQ and obviously a quick tour of the centre ready for AMlan the 28th of June. Thanks for coming. I'm the owner of DB Gaming Centre and DB Gaming esports teams. Obviously we've been about for a bit, we've been about for about 2 years. We started off in esports, which everybody knows about because we have got two teams. Well, we had two teams, DB Impel and DB Insight. And now to carry on from that, we came up with the idea of AMlan, which is a strictly amateur-only event because although there are events out there like EGL and I-Series and Gfinity, a lot of the lower teams don't get a chance to win any money. So we came up with an idea to have an amateur-only event where the usual winners of most events, the likes of the big professional organisations, Epsilon, TCM and the likes of them, win all the money all the time. So we're giving the amateurs a chance to win up to £1,000. Obviously it's a new event, strictly new. It's going to be run from our dedicated gaming centre, which is in Warrington. Very interesting, first I've ever done this type of event. Looking forward to it. And obviously you've got loads of questions on Twitter and Facebook, we get them all the time. We do answer as many as we can. It does involve lots of repeating ourselves, which all those do my head in. It's not a problem because obviously you want to know, so we're quite happy to tell you. Obviously to start from that one was the tickets. Obviously to book a ticket you need to go along to www.db-gaming.co.uk. In there is the AMlan page. There's obviously various things, the age consent forms on there, there's an FAQ on there, and also there's to book tickets. Once you do is you click you book your tickets, and then from there you'll be taken to obviously Eventbrite, which is our booking station. And then from there you can book for one of the 5 mini lands which we will be staging. I'll tell you a bit more about the mini lands a bit later on. We'll just go through everything a step at a time. So once you've booked your ticket, you'll be sent an email through the email you registered from us saying how to pay, our PayPal details, or if you want to pay by card we can send you an invoice. I know a lot of people have been asking if they can pay individually. Yes, it's not a problem, you can pay individually. What you need to do is when the email comes through, you'll be given a PayPal email. If you do want an invoice so your parents can pay by card, let us know. But on that PayPal, as a payment reference, you need to put your order number, which will be on the email. You'll also need to put your team name and your own name so we know that you've paid. Once everybody's paid, you have up until 14 days before the event to actually pay. If you haven't paid, or if you paid, bonus. But you have got up till 14 days before the event to actually pay for the event, which to me is good. Lots of tournaments need paying up front, but I know it's the amateur scene and there's lots of roster changes and stuff like that, so we've given you up until 14 days before the event just to make everything concrete with your team so we know who's coming. The actual tickets cost, it's £100 per team, so it's £25 per player, which for me, compared to all the other LAN events in the UK, dirt cheap, especially for the prize pool that's on offer. It's up to £3,000, which to me is brilliant. But I'll tell more about the LAN and the prizes a bit later on. Okay. Obviously, because we're a dedicated gaming centre, we have got 16 Xbox Ones already wired in. They are wired together as well as the internet, so you can download your profiles, and if you wanted to, you can play online. But obviously, you don't really need to because you're playing in a LAN event, so it'll all be in the centre. We do have standard controllers, and we are using Venom XT Plus headsets, courtesy of Venom Gaming. Thanks guys. Obviously, if you want to bring your own stuff, you can bring your own tournament approved controller, and if you want to bring your Astros or any other headset you've got, feel free and we'll wire them up for you. Nice and simple. With regards to your SCUF, your controllers and all that stuff, we will supply the micro USB cable. They'll all be already plugged into the computers, ready for our controllers anyway, so you might as well feel free to use them. So all you need to do is just bring yourself. The game disc will be provided, and we will be playing on. I know we've had lots of complaints about the 32-inch tellies. Unfortunately, I am a gaming centre. I will take you on a tour of the centre later on, and I will try and explain to you why. I know it's a bugbear, but at the end of the day, it's an amateur event. You'll all be playing on the same telly, so you'll be all at the same disadvantage. One thing that's good about this event is obviously we know it's going to be 2. If you get through the mini stage, you go to the final, so there's a chance of you coming here twice. Obviously to alleviate some of the costs, because I know it's quite costly coming down from down south, A lot of you are under 18, so you may not be working, or you may be in school or college. And to save your parents some money, what we decided to do is on Friday night from 10 p.m, if you want to stay the night at the gaming centre, you need to bring a sleeping bag, but that will only cost you £10. And better than that, if you want to stay on a Saturday night, you can stay on a Saturday night and go home on a Sunday. So in all essence, you're getting 2 free nights in a centre for £10. They're not free, obviously, like I just said. It's £10 per person for 2 nights stay in the centre. So although there is hotels around the area, Travelodge, Holiday, Premier Inn, and there's a village down the road, if you want to stay in the centre, you can do. What we will do with that as well, if you turn up at 10 p.m, you can scrim and grind to your heart's content until 8 o'clock the next morning. So that is a possibility of 10 hours gameplay on the Xbox One for those who haven't got one. What I will say though is at 8 o'clock the next morning, when other teams start to filter through, because we're going to open the centre from 8 a.m. for team practicing, if you've been grinding all night on the Xbox One, all we ask is that if another team comes in and there's no space, you just let them have a quick practice for a couple of hours, or half an hour, or however long they want, just to get up to speed to Xbox One ready for the tournament. Obviously the rules of entry, it's an amateur event. Unlike EGL and the others, it's free for everybody. It's open to everybody basically. This isn't. We started off restricting it from the top 8 finishing at EGL, which included both my teams, and the top 8 at EGL, which included a lot more teams. And then what we were going to do is include the top seeded teams of EGL, which they released. They were not allowed to play. But to keep it simple, what we did was we put it to the top 8 at EGL, top finishing 8 at EGL, but also we do know a lot of people didn't attend EGL, but attended I-Series. For any of the people who consider them pro players who didn't attend EGL or I-Series, or attended various other big events like the COD Championships, what we're going to do is, if you book a ticket or email us, and we'll let you know if you're allowed to play or not. Obviously, if you're a pro player, it's an amateur event. Come on guys, give the amateurs a go. There isn't an age restriction for the event. It's open to all ages. However, if you are under 16, you will need parental consent. The consent form can be found on our website, and this is just to let us know that it's okay for you to be here and play a game that's under your age limit, and also if anything should happen to you, that we can administer any sort of first aid or structured events. Obviously, it's a new kind of what we're doing. We're doing 5 mini LAN events, culminating in a final. Each of the 5 mini LAN events will be an 8-team double elimination, held on just one day, because there's only 8 teams. We've got 2 stations and plenty enough time to get through all the teams. And what we will do is, on the day, the winner will get £200, the second place will get £100, so you actually win something on the day. What we're doing is, after the 5 mini LAN events, the top 3 teams will go into the grand final to produce obviously 15 of the 16 teams, and then the actual 16th team will be a wild card from the best finishing 4th places. It won't be the best finishing 4th places because there's only one 4th place, but what it will be all your names of the 4 places will go into a hat on our final day, and what we will do is pick them out of a hat online, live stream. Silverback could probably do it, or one of our other casters could do it, and then you can see that it's going to be fair, and away you go. Obviously the final event will be on the 1st and 2nd of November, which is before the new Call of Duty comes out. Obviously, hopefully, if this turns out alright, we will do the same again I wouldn't say next year, but for the next game in November. We'll probably start it in November, at the end of November, and go from there. But basically the grand final will be 16-team double elimination, held over a Saturday and a Sunday. And basically, the winner walks away with £800 plus whatever else we can get at the minute. We have got quite a lot coming in, so the prizes are going to go up. Second place will be for £500, and third place will get £300. That is free to enter, so all you need to do is come along. Again, we will do the centre again for £10. If you want to stay for the weekend for £10, you'll need to bring your sleeping bag. We will provide an airbed for you, so just to make it comfier rather than sleeping on the floor. Obviously, if you have any more questions, put them on Twitter. We have got an FAQ on the website, which all the details will be at the below or will be following. And now I'll take you on a tour of the centre. Enjoy. Hi guys, this is obviously the station. This is our 32-inch telly. It's an LCD. It's got 5 millisecond response, and it's more than adequate to play Xbox One on. Obviously, connect to the top. They won't be above each telly because obviously they're releasing it soon without the Kinect, which helps me loads because it's pointless. And obviously you'll be playing on our standard controller, which is here, and obviously our Venom XT headset. Obviously I know people have been complaining about the fact there's a telly there, but obviously this is fixed to the wall, guys, and I've already got 16 of them. I'm not going to go out and buy extra monitors just for this event. Remember, we are a gaming centre for the public, and I'm just holding this LAN event just as a one-off. Obviously, as you can see, we've got our 4 stations, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one team. Obviously our other teams are down the other end. There will be a sofa separating them both, just to keep no screen looking and cheating.